Hey YouTube, Longboys Post 1975. There's a question down there. Do you think having a YouTube channel can have an impact on, how you collect retro games in the wild? Now, by this I mean, and how popular or big a channel you would have to be, I don't know. So that's why I thought it's kind of an interesting question to ask. But, do you think the fact that if you started to get recognized, in the real world, hate that phrase, in the public domain, I should say, such as car boot sales, secondhand stores, charity shops, do you think you start getting recognized because people watch, your retro gaming videos and stuff like that? It would have an impact, whether it's positive or negative, and by that I mean, because if you stop to think about it, when you collect retro games in the wild, the greatest asset that you have is the fact that you're anonymous. No one knows what it is you like, you want specifically, your personal tastes. Because let's be honest, we all haggle when we, buy secondhand stuff. Everyone wants a bargain. If you got to the point, when you stepped out there and people recognized you and knew, exactly what it was you were after at that moment, or the systems you collect for that, the games you were, specifically after, would it have an impact on your collecting? As I said, because this community's taught me this, there are a massive bunch of wonderfully generous people out there, good-natured people. So would it be, hey, I know that guy is, they're after this exact title, I have it, let's help them out? Or could it go the other way, sort of the reseller route? Some resellers, I should say, not all resellers, in which, oh, that individual needs this, and then they think, oh, well, I'm going to make some money out of it. So that's why I thought it was an interesting question to ask. And how big or popular, I don't know, but because of the community we travel in, and because of how small our immediate surroundings we can get games in, sort of the cities we live in, there is a chance you could be recognized. So has it happened to you? And if it did, what did you do? So yeah, I thought it would be interesting, because we do this as a hobby. We don't do this for attention, or at least I don't. So if could it necessarily be detrimental to your true hobby, which is, as much as I love this, my true hobby is collecting retro stuff. So I'd love to know what you think. However, this question is inspired by something that happened last night on my way to work, and I've got to share it because how do you prepare for this moment? Because you never expect this to happen. This is just a hobby for me, sharing my passions on camera with, random people on Tinterwebs. So what do you do if you get recognized? Because I got recognized last night, and it was, if the individual who recognized me watches this, I'm sorry, it was such a socially awkward moment. That's nothing to do with you, that's to do with me. I just had no idea, protocol, if there is any, or what you should do in this moment. And if your flatmate is watching this, that'll make sense in a moment, and that individual tells them, please leave a comment. Anyway, right, petrol station last night on my way to work. Again, petrol. Walks into that one, and as I'm walking away from the counter and sticking my wallet in my pocket and getting out my keys, the person walking towards me goes to speak to me. And so obviously you look up because it's polite, and they say, aren't you that Longboys Post guy? My flatmate watches you. And it was awkward, mine. As I said, if either one of those people are watching, the flatmate and this person, sorry, nothing to do with you, and I hope I didn't come across as, a dickhead and rude or anything like that, but it's just like, I didn't know what to do. I haven't done this since I was a kid at primary school, like when you embarrass yourself in a full school assembly. I went proper beetroot. Oh, so much heat was coming off my face, the chocolate was melting, in the sweet aisle. And I think I said, well, I know what I said because I was bright red. I went, yes, thanks, see you later, and then carried on walking. And it wasn't that I was being a dick, it's just it was kind of automatic. I was on autopilot. I had no idea what you're supposed to do. If anyone else has had this happen to them, please tell me the experience in the comments and what you did. And it wasn't until I got in my car and I was driving away, I was like, ooh, what I would have done differently, I don't know, because it was just such an on-the-spot moment. You don't expect things like this, but I was just like, wow, I just made myself look I don't even know what I made myself look like, but it's funny because it did make me think and inspire this question, which is, I guess any one of us can be recognized, and if we can be recognized, and we are recognized in a place where we pursue our hobby, would it have, an effect? Anyway, sorry for the awkward waffle there at the end. I would love to know what you think. Thank you very much for watching.